Welcome to my light academia living room. And today we're going to be transforming it into a dark academia living room with a $0 budget, or we're gonna try to at least. So here's the plan. I've got $0 to make this come to life, meaning I'm gonna have to take things from other rooms in my apartment and bring it into this space to turn it into what I want it to be. I don't even know what I'm gonna bring in here, and I don't know if it's gonna work, but I guess if the video's up, then it worked, hopefully. And if you want a little bit of a deep dive into dark academia, you can check out my video here because a lot of people might comment saying, oh, your living room is way too light for that aesthetic, but in fact, the aesthetic which is derived from The Secret History, it's not black walls, it's not a dark room. Now, I love my living room the way it is right now, but I also love doing makeovers. I mean, I didn't just do my living room makeover, but I just posted it on my channel, so you may have seen it. But I've been living in this space like this for quite some time, and sometimes life just makes you need to change things often, and that's me. To be honest, I didn't even think about what I was gonna do. I just had this idea, so. So after going back and forth in my living room, trying to figure out where everything was going to be placed, I came to one major conclusion, and it had to do with this couch. I got this couch recently from Valencia Theater Seating. Thank you, shout out to them because this couch is beautiful. And after I got it, I realized now my dream of wanting a dark academia library can come true because I have the couch to fit it. So some things in here I will have to work around, like, you know, the tapestry, this is staying. The placement of certain things on the walls, I do have to keep. I gotta keep up everything that's currently there and maybe try to replace certain items with other things to make it fit the aesthetic. Luckily, there are a lot of items that work in a dark academia space, so I'm not too worried about it, but there's definitely a lot of switch ups that have to happen to make this turn out. Okay, I think the first thing, I need to remove everything in here that just isn't gonna work. The wings gotta go. It's just not gonna work. It's too joyous. That works, wings don't work. So I'm just gonna continue through the room and remove anything that's not really gonna fit the vibe. Wings, first to go. Yep. You're gonna be shocked about this one, but this does not fit the dark academia color palette. No siree. It can go under the couch, but it can't, it's just not gonna work. So this one's out. Honestly, I'm a little on the fence about the plant because it's so tropical. I mean, I love this one, but I just think it might have to find a home somewhere else. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. We're gonna think about it. We still like her though. Guys, this couch is big. It's big. It takes up like the whole wall, so it's not giving me a ton of space to work with. I don't know if this is gonna work. I have no clue. I don't know. We're gonna move this piece of furniture out of the room now because this is too light. It's too light. It's not gonna work. It's gotta go. It's so difficult having to work around big pieces of furniture. This is hard. So I need to bring my bookshelf in here to make this work. Okay, wait. Okay. All right, so I actually got a decent amount of furniture that I can use. This was used as a table in my closet, and this is on the side of the road. So this kind of looks like a bookshelf. I do have a bookshelf in my other room, but I don't think it's gonna be able to fit anywhere in here just because of the size. So I'm not sure I'm keen on dragging that in here if it's not gonna work. I think I got a decent amount of pieces to work with. Yeah, I think it's, I don't know, we'll see. Let's keep going. One of the main things I do is I have to arrange a room in every possible way so I can visually see it. I cannot imagine it. Like, I could think, oh, I want to put this piece of furniture over there, but if I don't see it, I really don't know if it'll work. So in these clips, I was just going back and forth, trying each piece of furniture in different spots to see what felt the most right. And, you know, technically I could have drawn this up on my iPad, which I have done before, but I was kind of in the mood to just see everything in person. I finally decided upon keeping this shelf right here. I thought this would be a really good place to put all of my books on display. And then I decided I needed to move this palm tree over to the corner instead, which not a ton of room here, but something about the green next to the leather couch just felt right. Okay, I actually really like that. Now I think I need to put the light back though because now I don't have light. But yeah, I like that next to the couch a lot. It's a vibe. I did have to scoot the couch over a little bit because there's just not enough room otherwise, so it's not perfectly centered with the artwork. But That's okay, because we're gonna do something on the wall to change it. Okay, before I continue, I'm gonna need some brain power. I honestly don't know what I'm doing at this point. I'm just gonna wing it. So I need some, not coffee, no, I need Magic Mind. I don't know if you guys remember Magic Mind, but I featured them in a video previously, and this is just like the best go-to. It's a mental performance shot, all natural, keeps my energy levels high, keeps me sharp, focused, without a crash, and it also keeps me stress-free. Stress-free being the most important part. Oh, you're too cute. It's such a lifesaver, just in general, but especially when I have creative projects like this. When I don't want to drink coffee anymore, you know, because I'm good on that, but I want something else that's a little bit healthier, and this does the trick for me. It's also nice having something in my routine that I can go to that I know is good for me. And Magic Mind is the sponsor of today's video, so if you want to check out all of their information, I will link it below. They're also doing a 20% off discount for first-time users. They're so good. I could drink an entire box. It's definitely not like a typical place for light, I will say. But I like the idea of having lighting right here because it illuminates the plant and it just looks nice. Now that I'm with the palm tree, I have this entire section that's entirely empty. What do? I could technically put the bookshelf here now. I don't know, man, because I'm gonna have books on the other cabinet next to the couch. Is that enough books? I don't know. Let's try changing up some artwork here. I have this piece that's from my bedroom. So for the picture frames on the walls, I did not want to get rid of the ones I currently had there just because they're so beautiful. The frames are amazing. And technically speaking, the art doesn't have to be super moody. It could just be art in general. And I was really going for, you know, have you ever been to one of those warehouses where you can buy vintage furniture and they have rooms with art all over the wall and it's just arranged super close together? I don't know why, but for some reason, that's what I really wanted to do. I also had this piece of furniture here and I thought maybe I could make it work, but I decided it was just way too much going on, so I got rid of it. So something I like to do when I'm making over a space is I like to imagine who lives in the room. And this makes designing a space so easy because you can think about, do they have people over? What activities happen there? Are they messy? Are they clean? And this really goes into how you end up decorating the space. And for this space, I wanted it to be quite literally what it was. An adult apartment where they might have guests over, but they have lots of books because they read there a lot. And when they do have guests over, they have wine. And they light candles and they read books and they talk books together. Maybe they have little book club meetings there. That was my idea for this. I did not want it to be super eclectic and messy because an adult apartment typically is not going to be super messy, hopefully. Anyways, that was kind of a little backstory on this room. Okay, I'm trying not to get too excited, but it actually looks so good in there right now. I'm shocked. I didn't think I would like it, but it looks sick. I've decided I'm moving this into the living room. So we're gonna move all the books to the ground because it's very, very heavy. Send it on its way. I've got my Oliver horns on. Saltburn. You know I love it. Okay, let's do this. I'm so excited to have a living room that looks different from what it looked like when me and my ex were living together, because it's so hard living in a space that you had with like someone you were pretty much like married to. So hoping it makes me feel better. I don't know, I'll report back. Bringing my bookshelf into the living room, I was a little worried just because I only had one. And typically if I were to do this in a living room of this size, I would want to have bookshelves lining the entire wall instead of just one like this. And it doesn't even go floor to ceiling. So it's kind of like an eyesore, but we're just making it work, and it's not ideal, but yeah, whatever. Anyways, I have so many books, guys. And I've been trying to downsize on books, but it is so hard to get rid of my physical books that I love. And I've downsized quite a bit, which is crazy, but I still have so many. With the dark academia aesthetic, everything is very cluttered. Like I see a lot of maximalist design choices whenever I look at photos, and I kind of wanted a sense of that, but not too overly cluttered, because if this was an adult apartment, which it is, that's what I was going for, then it's not going to be an overly cluttered space. It's going to be a bit more organized and intentional. Now I did test out some decor on this shelf right here, but I realized I did not like seeing all the blank space behind the wall because the wall's white back there. So I just decided to fill it with as many books as possible in the most aesthetic way, and I did choose my most aesthetic books to put here. And of course, you know, I had to do a little ode to the secret history. That's got to be right there because that's what this room is inspired by. And down here, these are all my library books for future videos I'm working on. You're so cute on the couch. She's so distinguished. Okay, guys, you already know I had to pull out my stash, my travel stash of all my dark academia stuff. So these are all the pieces of paper that I have used in other projects. And I always keep it because they look really cool and can always be reused in other places, like this makeover, for instance. And I'm gonna put some of the pieces on the walls that I think are fitting because I have so many good things in here. I love adding random book pages everywhere to kind of make a table space look more cluttered. I think it looks very aesthetic when it's done in the right way, and otherwise it just looks too plain. You know what I mean? It's almost like it needs something extra, and it really does the trick, especially if you don't own like a tablecloth or anything like that. And also, why would you put a tablecloth on this? I mean, you totally could, but adding book pages, it's just a really cool way to spice up a table. All right, changes have been made. There's no bookshelf behind me, so my bedroom's feeling pretty plain right now, but honestly, the living room looks so sick. Let me go show you what it looks like. So after all of that, this is how the room turned out. Now, as I mentioned before, there were some main staples in this room that I could not change, but I do think it looks entirely different from what it looked like before. The vibe has changed. It definitely feels a bit more darker and moody, which I love, and it really brings this couch to life in a whole new way that it did not before. I absolutely love the space. I did not expect for it to turn out this good, if I'm being honest. Because I didn't even have a vision for it prior to starting. It just kind of came to life as I began. So I'm actually very satisfied with the turnout. And let me just say, I actually think I like this room during the daytime more. Like, yeah, it looks moody at night, but it also looks really moody during the day. During the day is a real vibe. Reminds me of a little library. Oh my gosh, I'm just obsessed with the turnout of this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I completed it in a day and I am so happy it turned out. I'm like really excited to wake up tomorrow and see it in the daylight. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate you as always. And I have so many other videos like this. I have so many makeovers on this page, I swear. So if you want to check out any of those, this isn't even my best one. I'll throw some of my best ones on the screen if you want to check them out here. I guess that's it for me. Drop a heart if you made it this far in the video, or a book emoji because DA. And I'll see you in the next one.